Now we move on to a film by the great Russell Mulcahy of Highlander fame and Highlander 2 fame. I just picked like a random, it wasn't that random, but I picked a 1991 movie. I've already done Highlander 2, so if you want to go back and watch to see what I've said about this movie, which has a lot to talk about. There's a lot of information that I put into that movie. But anyway, Russell Mulcahy did 2 movies in 1991, and one of them is Highlander 2, The Quickening, and the other one is Ricochet. Now Ricochet, I like pointed out, oh, Ricochet. That's not good because that's carrying the camera. So Ricochet, that's what you do. Pew, 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 and then you go like, oh, I can't go over here. But I'm like, imagine I'm fondling Ricochet. There you go. Okay, so Ricochet is a movie starring Denzel Washington. He plays a cop, right? He plays one of them kooky, he'll do anything to catch the bad guy kind of cops. So he can improvise. He can think fast. He's a hotshot kind of dude, right? So in the opening of the movie, there's this criminal. He's this really bad dude played by John Lithgow, who, if John Lithgow's going to play a bad guy, it's going to be epic. It's going to be memorable. Think all of his work in the Brian De Palma films, Blowout, Raising Cain, the bad guy in Cliffhanger with Sly Stone, Sly and the Family Stone, for Sylvester Stallone, and then of course the Trinity Killer on the Dexter season 4. So in this he plays like and like he often plays like over the top cartoonish villains. Like that's my favorite Lithgow villain. He doesn't quite do that in Trinity, as Trinity in Dexter. He's a little bit more subdued. It's a little bit more grounded, reality based. But in this movie, this is probably his most wild and out there villain he's ever played. Russell Mulcahy is an Australian filmmaker. What that means is they're crazy. That's what I love about them. When you see an Australian movie, it's gonna be at like a freaking 13, not even 11. It is exaggerated in all the best ways. They make great exploitation films. They're just raw and rough and full of octane fueled madness. And whenever these Australian directors make an American production, they bring it with them, which is what I love. It's just like they can't leave it. It's always, even if it's just a little bit, it's always there, and it's usually not a little bit. Like even in like a movie like Highlander, it's there. They can't escape it. It's just in their DNA what they bring to these productions. That's why I love Australian cinema. But it's in there. It's in Ricochet, and Ricochet is one of the like craziest not Australian films ever. So it opens with John Lithgow is the bad guy, and he's the type of bad guy to like shoot anybody, shoot his best friend, his partner, and say something like a badass line before he snuffs him out. He's all about self-survival, but this guy's crazy in a way that these villains usually aren't. He's like they're all crazy, but this guy's like vindictive. He's just like, if you cross me, I am going to punish you. Kind of like in a way that I guess the Tom Jane version of the Punisher, where he like one of the things I always loved about that movie, Tom Jane's Punisher, is that you really see him punishing, like what the concept of a punishment would be. So he just sets out to ruin the life of his adversary. He's the one he's seeking vengeance on. Like he like turns his best friend against him, or like he makes him think that his best friend's against him. He makes him kill his wife. He blows up his son. Like there's all this, and this is before he kills that guy. It's like, I'm going to kill everyone you know and love. I'm going to ruin everything you are and stand for and that you built, and then I'm going to kill you. I'm gonna make you watch, and you're not even gonna realize it's happening. You're not even gonna realize it's me when I'm doing it. And Ricochet was one of the first movies to do that. It opens with this big chase where John Lithgow is on the run, and Denzel Washington is basically after him. I think it's at a fair or carnival, which is one of the greatest locations for any action set piece. And he's got his gun on. They got their guns on each other. And he's not going to drop his weapon, Denzel Washington. I think John Lithgow has a hostage, and he's and he's like, drop your gun or I'm going to shoot whoever, And he just starts to like, as he's talking to him calmly, never cutting eye contact, he starts to like disrobe and take all his pants off and his shirt off, everything. Like all the while he's still got his gun on him. And he's like unbuckling everything and unbuttoning. Next thing you know, he's in his boxers. Nothing but his boxers. Which throws Lithgow completely off his game. And he gets the jump on him because of it. And this guy becomes a superstar, Denzel Washington, because the news is there and they're filming all of it. It's like, wow, I've never seen anything like this before. This cop's taking his clothes off and he's, he winds up saving the hostage, shooting John Lithgow. So John Lithgow goes to prison, and man, is he pissed. He is very pissed. And then in prison, we see even more how crazy and bad and just like fucking tough and insane this guy is. There's like this weird gladiator scene in the prison where they all like put these like homemade cushions and duct tape all over them so they have armor, and they're battling almost like American gladiators with these like jousting stick things. And it's so crazy. This movie looks so like weird too, in the best way. I almost like, this is one of those movies I don't want them to clean up. I don't want like a 4K of this movie, because I feel like the way to see this is like the transfer that's been available on like VHS and DVD for years. It's just like this weird, like almost like semi-squeezed. It looks like slimy and very, very heavy lights. It almost looks like that guy, the cinematographer shot it, the guy who did JFK, like the guy who like, oh, does the lights in the face and above the head. I can't remember what his name is. It's like his big style. This movie is like, wouldn't it be funny if he actually did that? Well, put it on the screen if he did. I can't even remember the name of that cinematographer, but that's the way it looks. It's a very heavy lights and spotlights and sweat and glistening and just, I just love the look of this movie. So John Lithgow is like dreaming of the day he can get out of prison and get vengeance on this guy. And this guy's like got his face all over the TV. He's not even a cop anymore. I think he's like a famous prosecutor or something now. Years have gone by. He's got a family. He's got a nice house, and he's doing well. And he's like collecting all of his clippings and a scrapbook, John Lithgow, and he's just like, he can't wait till he can get out of prison and ruin this guy. So he gets out of prison and he starts the process. And what we see is him doing things like weird, like stuff you wouldn't think. Like, I'm going to drug Denzel Washington. I'm going to hire a prostitute to rape him while he's unconscious or barely conscious. And then I'm going to videotape it, eventually send it to his wife to watch that video. And I'm going to make sure, I guess, that this prostitute absolutely 100% has an STD. So I'm going to give Denzel Washington an STD. So then it's going to be like irrefutable that he cheated because, you got an STD, guy. It's just like the fact that it goes there, and when it goes there, you're like, wow. So every instance, like he could kill Denzel Washington. He could like do something really, 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 really crazy, like just like end it. Could even do something like blow up his house. But he doesn't do that. He like he has him in his clutches. Like, he could have killed him right there, but instead he has a prostitute rape him. He just like dumps him out. He leaves him wherever he leaves him, and then he wakes up. Denzel Washington doesn't know what the fuck happened. It's actually quite crazy, and stuff like that keeps happening through the movie. And like in the Punisher, the Tom Jane Punisher, people around him start to suffer more than he is, and then it eventually, and I don't want to like give too much away, but it has a great climax that's like one of the best things you could do. Another great setting for a set piece in one of these movies is on the top of a tall building, like top of the world, ma, like that kind of shit. And that's where the climax happens. And this movie is full of amazing performances. This is one of the many movies where Kevin Pollak is somebody's partner, like cop partner. You got this and End of Days, and he's played like sidekicks or whatever. He was like the sort of the sidekick in A Few Good Men, and he would just pop up a lot like that. But this is one of the movies where he plays like the sidekick partner. I think he's done it more than 2 times, I'm pretty sure. And Ken Pollock's good. Denzel Washington's great in this. John Lithgow, I've already said. Everybody is just really, really good. And this movie is so 1991 in every possible way that you can imagine. A lot of these movies have a lot in common. They have a lot of the same looks and just feels. That's another thing I love about 1991. It was just like of its own voice and tone, and I don't know why that is. And you'll see that a lot in these years, because 1990 has that same kind of feel. Like a lot of the movies in 1990 have a 1990 feel. And 1991, though, is even more so, with the stink of 1991 in like a really good way, like a good stink, you know? So I won't say any more about this other than just check this movie out if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it in a while. It also holds up. This is one of those movies where I often will go back to. I'm a huge Russell Mulcahy movie. Obviously started when I was a kid seeing Highlander. That movie was like everything to me back in the day. And then following his career, everything he did, just watching everything, loving everything. Yeah, Russell Mulcahy is one of those guys who just rarely lets me down. Even in some of his stuff that's like direct to video and whenever I'll follow his career. I just love his visual style. All of his movies are gorgeous. Even something like Highlander 2 that is severely flawed, obviously, looks so beautiful. And it's another movie, if you haven't seen it in a while, go back and see it. And even if you could just appreciate it as like a visually stunning Russell Mulcahy movie, then just do that. Because if you can do that, you're going to have a good time. So anyway, Ricochet, all right, there we go. That pointless D category that I just, for some reason, haven't deleted. I don't want it, I don't need it, yet it's still there. So it'll just be a little way station, a little resting point before they go into the categories. Okay, is it Memories Are better? No, it is way better. It's about the same as The Memories, honestly, because I loved it back in the day. When I first saw it, I'd never seen anything like it, especially not a cop thriller. I'd never seen... This movie stands apart from like all the other cop thrillers at the time. It's another thing that makes it so unique, and it's because it's a Mulcahy. Is it a guilty pleasure? Some may say so. Some might try to convince you of that fact, but I say no. Is it a what a movie? Which just means, wow, whoa, what a movie. Oh, you know, it's really good. Really good. Great even, right? But there actually is, see, this is tough. This is one of those movies like classic or what a movie. Because it's absolutely, at the very least, it's what a movie. Man, this is tough. This is one of those movies, like The Hard Way, that I see a lot. Like, for whatever reason, I'm drawn to it. I go back to it a lot. So should it be in the classic category with movies like that I see all the time and have been with me for years and years, and I just love, like The Hard Way, like Oscar, like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I just feel like Ricochet, in a weird way, is there's something keeping me from going to that classic category. I don't know what it is. Because I've said nothing. I've gushed about this movie. I've said nothing but great things about this film, so why wouldn't I put it in classic? I think I need to figure that out. I think I need some work. I have some work to do on myself or something. Something's going on here. I'm good. You know what? Let me see. What else do I have in what a movie? Last Boy Scout. It's a great movie. Body Parts, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, you know what, though? Okay. I'm gonna see it again. And then maybe this will change, but for right now, if there was a category between classic and what a movie, it would be there. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. That's where it would be. But right now, if I have to choose between classic and what a movie, something is stopping me. Something is like, don't do it! Don't do it! So, I'm gonna listen foolishly, question mark, I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna keep it in What a Movie, which is such a great place to be. You should feel so good about yourself, Ricochet. You've done so well for yourself in so many ways. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, feel good about this. And you know what? Someday, really soon, who knows? Maybe you're gonna be promoted. Who knows? This could be your chance. See, I'm not that bad of a boss once you get to know me. All right, so thank you again, guys. Like, this is like, I think I've gone a little long here, longer than I was going to. We'll pick this back up another time, and it's gonna be great. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. You know, thanks again, and I hope you have the best life you've ever had in your entire life. Have a good one, okay? And bye-bye. I love you, and I'll see you real soon.